Hey guys, it's me, Meteor, and here we go, a battle against Golderzoa333. This is the normal RU match. He sends in Clefable. I'm going to lead off with my Bravery, my Falco here. I'm going to go straight for the superpower, not willing to predict anything too early. I also want to see what kind of moveset this is, what this is going to set up. I'm not sure what this, it's a lead Clefable, so I'm not sure what he's trying to pull off here. I don't know. So I just, lower my attack and defense, whatever. He goes for Cosmic Power. Okay, that was probably a horrible move on your play. I guess you were just scouting out to see what I was. I guess now that you know I'm Scarf, you're going to switch out here, activate your Toxic Orb, and send in your Rotom, which is, Ghost. Which is actually, I like Rotom's typing, the normal form, when it's not an appliance, probably one of the better ones there is. So I'm going to send in Pollinate Me to see what it's going to do. It goes straight for a Volt Switch. So I'm thinking it might possibly be Scarfed. Looking at it, I'm not sure. So I'm going to send in, he sends in Scyther now, and I go for Sleep Powder. I outspeed it at first. I'm like, wait, what kind of weird Scyther is this if I outspeed you? Then I'm like, whatever, I'm going to switch out, send in Yoshi, and try to go for the head smash and scare you away. But then I find out it has Sleep Talk. I'm like, what? Crap. And you go for Ominous Wind. I'm like, okay, this thing is just trolling me, and it gets the boost! Come on! Why can't I get the boost? Why can't I pull that off? Come on. If I would have actually pulled that off, I would have not gotten so much slack for it. And you also have X-Scissor too while you're rest talking. So you completely have all the bases covered and screw me over. You're finding every possible way to just troll the crap out of me. So I sent in Falco here, knowing I could outspeed it. And then he sends in Clefable. I'm like, okay, Rock Slide. I guess it was just sending in his fodder. Probably that's what he's trying to pull off. And then he sends in Drapion. Now, I just want to break its air balloon, so I'm going to go for a Rock Slide here. I don't want it to switch out. And I'm not sure it's going to try pulling off either. And he sets up the Toxic Spike. So, okay, I don't like Toxic Spikes. Why couldn't I bring my Scolipede? If I would have brought my Scolipede, this would have not been so bad. Instead, I bring this thing. I have no basis to send this thing in, like, in terms of against my Scolipede, but whatever. I'm poisoned. I'm just going to try to do as much damage as I can. Go for the Bug Buzz here, which is not going to be very effective for obvious reasons. And it's still asleep, and I'm not sure what this kind of troll hacks this freaking Scyther is going to try pulling out. So pull off Acid Spray just to lower your special defense, because why not? I don't have anything better to really use against you. And you're still asleep, and then you pull off the Sleep Talk again. I'm like, alright, let's just see what we're going to pull off. Silver Wind. Okay, that's gonna kill me off with poison too. My gosh, this Scyther is doing so well, and it's like, what the heck? I mean, I understand that people, don't like special Scythers or scissors or whatever, but this thing's actually doing pretty freaking good. I mean, honestly, what the heck? So, I send in my Lilligant here, go for a hidden power fire, and I pull off a crit on the Drapion, so I troll right back. I'm like, okay, that kind of sucks for you, but, oh well, what can you do? You're going to send in your throw, I'm going to switch out, send in Dry Bone, my Gothitelle, because I'm like, what are you going to do? Circle throw, or whatever the crap it is that you do. I'm going to Frisk and find that you have a Rocky Helmet, which actually does help to know. I mean, I'm kind of glad you have Rocky Helmet, so I don't use any physical moves on you. Not sure why I would with Gothitelle, but, the option's there, I'm going to go for Calm Mind. I'm not sure if I have Circle Throws. I'm just trying to scout here, so we're going to try to pull off here. And you pull off a Seismic Toss. I'm like, Seismic Toss, eh? If you didn't go for Circle Throw, then you might not have it. So it's probably good to know. But just in case, I'm going to go for Side Shock here, see how much damage that would do. Because, I mean, it'll do about half from what it looks like. And I'm like, alright, he goes for a Bulk Up here. And I figure in order to counter that Bulk Up, I have to use Calm Mind again. Because I know for a fact now he probably does not have Circle Throw if he hasn't used it yet. He should have used it by now if he does have Circle Throw. So I'm not going to fear that at all. I'm going to go straight for the Calm Mind here, try to predict anything that you're going to do. You're actually going to go for Storm Throw. I had no idea what this move did. I'm like, oh wait, it's that, what is it called? That one ice move that always crits. It's like that, except, signature move to this guy. And I get down to 1 HP after poison, which is just crappy. And then you send in Scyther here, so alright, you're going to get a +2 Psy Shock. That's fine. This is one of those times where I wish I had Psychic rather than Psy Shock, but, I mean, that's what you get when you try to actually pull that off. So Dry Bone goes down here from the poison, and this thing is asleep, so I can pretty much take it out with any other attack. I'm going to send in Falco here. I'm going to go straight for the Brave Bird to kill it off, because I don't want to deal with this trolling piece of crap anymore. Why don't you just die? So So then you send in Sharpedo here, go for Protect. I'm like, alright, I'm not really scared of this thing because I don't think there's a single move that Sharpedo could do that could kill me. Even if it has Ice Beam, it still wouldn't be able to kill. He goes straight for the Waterfall. I'm like, oh gosh, I hope you don't flinch. Please don't flinch me. Please. And it doesn't. I'm like, phew. That's close. If that would have flinched, that would have been really bad for me. I mean, really bad. Because then I would pretty much, possibly die and get swept. I don't know. Now you're gonna send in Rotom. I'm not sure if you're scarfed, so I'm gonna leave this in just in case you are, and see to find out if you are scarfed or not. And you're not, so I'm like, okay, if I could outspeed you with my scarf, you're definitely not scarfed. So you're gonna go for Volt Switch. I'm thinking maybe it's Specs. Judging by if it has Volt Switch, it has to be Specs or something. So you're gonna switch out here and send in your next Pokemon, which is gonna be your Throw. I'm gonna send in Pollinate Me and just finish things off here. Now that I know you're not scarfed, I'm going to go for Sleep Powder here, okay? Since your Circle throws in, I'm going to go for Sleep Powder, set up a Quiver Dance, and go on from there. So you're asleep, of course, and I'm getting poisoned, like, no end. It doesn't really matter. I just need 2 more turns. If you don't, please don't wake up. Please don't wake up this turn. Please don't wake up this turn. Please. Please. Phew. Okay. It's like, seriously, if you would have woke up, that could have possibly ruined everything. So now you send in Rotom, which is going to get killed by Petal Dance here. And Petal Dance on Lilligant is awesome for the fact that it can't get confused thanks to Own Tempo. And it's, base super powerful. So then you're going to send in your last Pokemon here, which is, of course, your Throw. I'm going to kill you off with Petal Dance, and you're going to go down. And, of course, guys, that's going to be good game.